what, why, how, who, when, where, and how much. So let's start.
So I will start with the first question, which is what. In here, I will talk about what I know about myself, what I have been doing, and also what I want to be in the future. Starting from what I know about myself, so there will be 5 tests that help me to ensure my personality and capability. Those 5 tests are being classified into 3 categories, which are individual capability, team capability, and organizational capability. For learning style, entrepreneurship GIT test and Big 5 personality test will test about my individual competence, while for Belbin's 19 roles will represent my capability in working with others or within a team. And leadership self-assessment will represent my capability to become a leader in an organization. Other than those, self-assessment tests will also help me to know about my attributes, in which those attributes are representing myself. I will go through the test one by one, starting from the learning style test to know about my individual competence. Based on the result of the learning style test, it shows that I'm a reflector, which means that I'm the type of person that will think about all of the possible outcomes before making a decision. It can be done by collecting the data or information, observing the people around me. I tend to be cautious in every decision that I make. However, since I'm also a pragmatist, in the collecting and observing process, I will not prefer anything in an abstract way, as I need to see experiments or ideas or theories in the real world. Next is the general enterprising tendency test. I get a high score in the drive and determination since I'm an opportunistic person. I will seek and take advantage of any opportunities, and I believe that the result achieved will be based on the effort that I give into. Other than that, I'm also a hardworking, responsible, and persistent person to get things done. Moreover, I need to improve my independence in working alone, creativity, and risk-taking behavior. The third test is the Big 5 personality test. If previously I have a quite high score for the need for achievement, now it is proven also by the result of this test in which my conscientiousness is ranked as the highest. Having a high conscientiousness means that I'm a well-organized and persevering person. I'm also the type of person with sympathetic to others, thus I less disagree with them. I have an average score for the openness to experience, meaning that it will depend on what circumstances I will become an open-minded or a closed-minded person. I tend to prefer being alone rather than surrounded by many people, but I can still socialize well because I have an almost average score. The last one, for neuroticism, since I have low score in neuroticism, meaning that I'm an emotionally stable person. Moving on to the team capacity level, the test that is going to be used is Belbin's 9 team roles. This test will help us to know what role is suitable for me in the team. Based on this test, I'm an implementer, meaning that I tend to make a workable strategy and try to carry it out efficiently. Therefore, I will also ensure that the team is in the correct direction as they keep moving. Besides, I'm also a specialist so that I will provide my team with in-depth knowledge. As I have known my team capacity, now I need to know my organizational capability. For this element, I will use the leadership self-assessment test. From the result, it can be seen that I'm capable of leading a team. I have a good communication skill so I can build relationship with others as well as doing negotiation. Moreover, I'm also being able to set the right direction. However, I need to still develop my skill in certain area, for example in the leading change and aligning people. After finishing those 5 tests, I will need to do the self-assessment. In the self-assessment, I need to choose 4 attributes that describe me. I tend to have a high curiosity over things that happen around me. I'm also a dependent person since I take everything seriously. And I'm always be considerate about others, proven by my thoughtfulness. Lastly, I'm an organized person. After analyzing what I know about myself, now I will explain about things that I have done to develop myself up until now. So starting from back then in 2011 when I was moving to Surabaya, Moving to Surabaya has forced me to be able to adapt in a new school environment as well as the living environment since I have to live far away from my parents. I believe that moving to Surabaya has helped me to develop myself in terms of being an independent person as well as allow me to get a better education since Kediri is just a small town. And then in 2014, I was entering International Business Management program of Petra Christian University. During my time as an IPO student, I have joined many events and organizational experience that helped me to know how things work in an organization. It was also enabled me to develop my social skill. After that, I was joining the student council for 2 periods in which I became the member of executives. Then in 2017 for the on-the-job training program, I got the chance to work in PT Transport Indo Agung Sejahtera, a logistic company. My personality and my experiences have helped me to achieve what I want to be in the future, which is to become a world-renowned marketing manager in electronic commerce company. Therefore, my plan in the future is that when I'm in my 20th is to get a bachelor degree in business management and work in electronic commerce company to gain experience there. And maybe I can pursue my master degree in marketing management. When I'm 30, I will get married and become a marketing manager in an electronic commerce company. When I'm 40, I will move to the multinational company as the marketing manager there, and in my 50th, along with the job position as the marketing manager, I will share my knowledge and experience through seminars for the youngsters. In my 60th, I will retire and enjoy the result of working hard for so many years. So that's all from the first question of action learning formula. Now we need to have a critical thinking about why we should know all of this. There will be 5 whys that are going to be used in related with this self-discovery process. The first one is that why do we need to know ourselves? Self-awareness is important because it will help us to understand what things need to be improved within ourselves in order to achieve our goal. Next one is that why is it vital to know ourselves for our core competence? Since each individual is unique, therefore if we are being aware with our ability or uniqueness, then it will help us to integrate, implement, and improve our core competence. The third question is that why it will be beneficial for the future. So by understanding about our personality or learning style, we will not be lost in achieving our goal or our future plan. The fourth question is that why do we need to improve now? It is because we are still a university students and there are a lot of people who are willing to help us to improve. Moreover, improvisation takes time. Improving now will bring a greater outcome later on. The last question is that why do the benefits are perpetual? If we are successful to understand and develop ourselves, then our competencies will be sustainable, scalable, and significant for the company and society. The next question in this action learning formula is how. How to achieve my goal, I will use the IPO framework here. Starting from the output, so the output is like what has been mentioned previously, which is to become a world-renowned marketing manager in an electronic commerce company. Then the next one is the self-awareness as the input. So I try to summarize what I have learned from the previous test, and I can also get to know what management, leadership, and technopreneurship skill that I already have and which one I need to improve. After knowing the self-management and having the self-awareness, the next thing is to monitor and control using balance scorecard. So with this balance scorecard, I get to know in which position I am currently, thus I will be able to execute the plan based on my current position. It turns out that I'm still unconscious in competence level, meaning that I know what I don't know. There are also several requirements in becoming a renowned marketing manager in an electronic commerce company, and I still only have the intelligence, personality trait, and interest, and also motive. Lastly is about the processing or executing the plan. Considering the self-awareness, self-development, and self-management, here are the list of things that I will do in the future. So it can be concluded like this. For example, for my knowledge, I will graduate on International Business Management major, and I will work in e-commerce company in marketing division. I will also have a master's degree in marketing management. So here is the conclusion or summary for the IPO model. Next is that after explaining about how to achieve my goal, I will talk about who will contribute to my success, like who will contribute in helping me to achieve my goal or my plan in the future. I will use the people, process, and tools diagram. People here are including myself, family, friends, and lecturers. Moreover, for the process, I believe that later on in the working place or university life, when I want to continue my master's degree, action learning formula will be useful in the process since it is not only help us to learn about the theory but also help us to implement it. Meanwhile, for the tools, there are several tools here that are being introduced by Professor Dr. Casey Chan, and some of them are Six Thinking Hats, Delta Matrix, and also 8A. Moving on to the next question in the action learning, which is when will I do? So here is the timeline of my future. After graduating from IBM, I will work in e-commerce company in Jakarta to improve my skill, knowledge, and to gain experience there for 3 years. After that, I will pursue my master's degree in top university in United States in Arizona State University. And after having my master's degree, I will work in United States for a while and then go back to Jakarta to continue my career. And the next question that I need to answer is where. It is about where it goes right and where it goes wrong. Looking at this leadership ladder, when I keep moving up to the highest level, which is professional C coach, it means that I'm going to the right direction. Moreover, there are also 5 steps of transition process, and in each of the transition process, there is a possibility that something goes wrong. Therefore, it is very important to have a backup plan. The last question in this action learning formula is how much. So to answer the question about how much can I improve, lateral thinking will be used. And here I will use the onion diagram proposed by Professor Dr. Casey Chan. Starting from the stamina power, so it is important to keep having the spirit in learning, improving, and implementing. For the communicative power, it is important to keep expanding the connection and network. This can be measured by the number of people who knows you. Third is the expert power, so it is important to improve my independency in working alone, creativity, and risk-taking behavior. The fourth one is the adaptive power, so as life keep moving forward and many things happen unexpectedly, I need to become an adaptive person by having the ability to redesign. Next is the response power, so it is important to be prepared to be responsive in any circumstances. Last is the execution power. So it is important to not only know about the process or plan, but also to know how to execute the plan.
With all of that, I have answered the 7 questions from the action learning formula, meaning that I have created my own action plan. It is important for all of us to be able to create our own action plan because it will help us to be able to achieve our goal and our future plan. Lastly, I would like to say thank you to Professor Dr. Casey Chan that has helped me to be able to think holistically. So thank you and goodbye.